one and all, and welcome to another scintillating edition of The Poetry of a Promo, hosted by me, yours truly, your humble narrator, Mr. J. And this week we will be diving deep into the good, the bad, and the, well, if I must be perfectly honest, the borderline psychotic world of one A.J. Lee. I am being handed a card by my intern, wonderful Kayla. Oh, great job. You started when I was recording. What is this? Oh, you want me to... Okay. Apparently I have to plug my social media, so follow us on Instagram and Twitter and other garbage that I could not care less about at Poetry of a Promo, and you can also find us on lovewrestling.ca. But if you're here, you already know that. So I am wasting my time as usual. Thank you, Kayla. Your review is coming up. I cannot wait. Moving right along, ladies and gentlemen, we shall begin with what can only be described as the Divas Pipe Bomb. OMG. You guys, I just watched last night's episode of Total Divas, and it was insane. OMG. I mean, the Bellas were dealing with their obvious daddy issues. The Funkadactyls broke up and got back together, and Natalia's fiance isn't much of a man. And the other two were there also. It was great. It really was. And it was the end of the world, and it's only Sunday night on the E Network. Do you want to know what I see when I look in that ring? Honestly, a bunch of cheap, interchangeable, expendable, useless women. Women who have turned to reality television because they weren't gifted enough to become actresses. And they just weren't talented enough to be champion. I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your collective entire careers. I have saved your Divas division. I shattered glass ceilings. I have broken down doors. Why? So a bunch of ungrateful, stiff, plastic mannequins can waltz on through without as much as a thank you? You guys can't even go backstage and shake my hand and look me in the eye because you know that I worked my entire life to get here. I gave my life to this, and you were just handed 15 minutes of fame. I didn't get here because I was cute. or because I came from some famous wrestling family, or because I sucked up to the right people. I got here because I'm good. I earned the championship. I earned this championship. And no matter how many red carpets you guys want to walk in your $4,000 ridiculous heels, you will never be able to lace up my Chuck Taylors. You are all worthless excuses for women, and you will never be able to touch me. And that is reality. Thank you very much. Hold your applause. I won't hear it. We move on to something along the same lines. However, this one gets very personal very, very quickly. Shall we begin? I think so. Oh, Bree. I feel inspired. I have something very special in store for you. At Battleground, I'm going to do to you exactly what Randy Orton did to your tin can chewing fiance on Raw. And then the two of you can just disappear and get married and have a baby. The first ever baby born with a goat-faced beard. And when that doctor sees that hideous atrocity that you brought into this world, he's not going to spank the baby. He's going to spank you. Ooh, ladies and gentlemen, you could you can cut the tension with a knife. The words that cut deep, as usual, from A.J. Lee. We shall move on. Now, this next one needs a little bit of introduction, if I may. After A.J. Lee instructed Big E Langston to knock Caitlyn down a peg or two and knock her to the ground, well, this promo followed, and I quite enjoy it. I quite enjoy it too much, to be honest. I just love passion in professional wrestling. As you can hear, I am giddy with emotions today because I am excited for this next piece. And you should be too. Now, let's get to it. This is what happened after Big E rightfully threw Caitlyn to the ground. How you feeling right now, Caitlyn? Worthless? Alone? Broken? That's exactly how I felt when you abandoned me. See, Caitlyn, I've spent the last year of my life letting men hurt me. Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, John Cena, they used me. They took advantage of me. And they shattered me like glass. And where was my best friend? Chasing down the Diva's title. But even shattered glass, if you handle it wrong, can cut you pretty deep. No. Caitlin, I'm smart. See, maybe you can beat me in here, but I can beat you up here. I used to put you on a pedestal, and now I get to shove you off and laugh as you fall all the way down. You're so sad, weak, pitiful. Face it, Caitlin, you're just trash. You have no one. You have no love, no friends. None of these people give a damn about you. The only thing you have that is worth anything is that Diva's title. And come Sunday, you won't even have that. You are going to lose, and I'm going to get everything I ever wanted. And you're just gonna run back to whatever trailer park you crawled out of in the first place. Remote in one hand, junk food in the other, giant man arm. Eating your emotions like the worthless, pathetic, useless, unlovable cow. Now I know what you're thinking, ladies and gentlemen. Does the promo end there? Well, to be honest, it doesn't. Because it was at this moment that, AJ was swiftly slapped in the face. The phrase, "don't throw stones in glass houses," comes to mind, but I suppose that's low-hanging fruit, and, we are not above that on this show, are we now, Kayla? No, we're not. I'm gonna leave that in. Can't wait to write your review. Right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to say that AJ had a complicated relationship status is a little bit of an understatement. As mentioned in the last piece. But just for fun, let's dig a little deeper, shall we? This promo is very interesting. I do hope you enjoy. I asked you all here because I have something to say. Daniel, even if you don't want to show it. I know you still have feelings for me. But in order for us to grow as people, we're gonna have to drift apart. And Kane, when I see you, I lose all my inhibitions. And I just want to go wild. But we both know you're not a man. You're a monster. And punk. I like to think of the two of us as soulmates. But I don't think that you think what I think you're thinking. In other words, I think it's best if we all go our separate ways. Now, this would be a polite, gentle conversation between several adults, you would think. However, for those of you who have not seen this particular piece in A.J. Lee's history, A.J. was in fact not speaking to three separate individuals. A.J. was speaking, in fact, to three separate mirrors. Stability, mental stability, is hard to come by in this particular episode of Poetry of a Promo. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have gone too far, and I feel as though I may need psychological counseling myself. Where is Dr. Mitch? Or Dr. Stevie? Or Dr. Yankum? Is he still practicing? Oh, you don't no idea who these people are? Oh, it's okay. Kayla, it's fine. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for joining us this week. I have been, as ever, your humble narrator and host, Mr. J. You are listening on lovewrestling.ca or YouTube or wherever you decide to listen to podcasts. It's completely your choice. I don't care. As long as you're listening, it's fine by me. You can apparently follow us on Instagram and Twitter and whatever adolescent things that they call social media at Poetry of a Promo, but you can always find all of our scintillating content at lovewrestling.ca. Kayla, really? Scintillating It's good. It's good. It works. Scintillating content over at lovewrestling.ca. But for now, thank you for listening to Poetry of a Promo, and ta-ta for now.